So why are many MSMEs still struggling to grow? Every morning, millions of Indonesia entrepreneurs open their shop, prepare their products, and keep local economies alive. Today, Indonesia is home to more than 65 million MSMEs, contributing over 60% of the country GDP and creating around 97% of national employment. For decades, BRI has supported this ecosystem through financing, digital services, business assistance, and market access, becoming one of the world's largest microfinance institutions. But despite this remarkable ecosystem, one important question remains. Why do so many MSMEs remain stuck and never graduate into stronger, more competitive business? When we first analyzed this case, we also assumed that BRI's biggest challenge was limited financial resource. However, the data tells a very different story. These numbers show that BRI has one of the financial ecosystem in Indonesia. The infrastructure is there, the financing is there, the distribution network is already in place. So, if capital, branches, and digital infrastructure available, what is actually preventing MSMEs from growing? It's Mantri. Today, a Mantri is expected to perform many responsibilities. Every financing program, every mentoring session, every digital adoption initiative, and every business consultation ultimately depends on the same frontline officer. As BRI continue expanding its role in supporting MSMEs, the responsibility of Mantri continues to grow. But their time remains exactly the same. This reveals the hidden constraint behind BRI MSME's transformation. The scarcest resource is no longer financial capital, it is Mantri attention. When one person is expected to do everything, even the strongest ecosystem will eventually reach its limits. So, after analyzing this case, we found that BRI's biggest challenge isn't limited capital or infrastructure. It's limited Mantri capacity. And we identified the real concerns, the next question becomes clear. How can BRI make the best use of its most valuable resource?
If Mantri attention is limited, then every decisions about where to allocate that attention becomes strategic.
And our solution? 3-pillar resource allocation framework.
Our first pillar is supply enablement.
Strengthen BRI internal capacity before expanding its outreach.
Here we suggest AI screening for saving 70% of manual review time, digital process, all application approval and monitoring in one platform, role specialization for Mantri, so there is no more jack of all trades relationship manager. And the last one is better KPI and incentive for Mantri.
The second pillar is demand-driven development. Instead of producing first and hoping products will sell, BRI should validate market demand before expanding business capacity. For example, batik craftsmen in Cirebon, we found buyer first, then we help upgrade machinery and provided a credit, so now they can export their batiks. The third pillar is graduation and scaling. The goal is not to create lifelong borrowers, but successful MSME graduates. We want to create the healthy life cycle of an MSME, from small to growth, moving to next tier, independence from BRI, and then they become a BRI ambassadors. The results, one graduate equals multiplier effect for a local ecosystem. In conclusion, our goal isn't lending volume. Our goal is MSME success rate. One successful MSME equals multiplier effect for local economy.
We cannot solve these structural bottlenecks by simply using the same volume-driven lending mindset that created it. To truly fix this, we need to look beyond conventional banking metrics and ask a deeper question. What is the ultimate goal of helping a small business? This actually gives us a highly intuitive concept from Islamic economics, a framework that is at its core is less about debt and all about long-term human development. In this model, True empowerment is far more than just providing a loan. Financial inclusion must empower entrepreneurs to become self-reliant, so they do not get trapped in a permanent cycle of debt. This principle is called Tamkin, which simply means building a business's internal capability. By doing this, we protect the community's overall wealth, a concept known as Hifz al-Mal, and ultimately create a positive, lasting impact for everyone. To operationalize this vision, we must reform the system's primary bottleneck, the frontline mantri. Instead of expecting one officer to handle underwriting, collecting, and mentoring all at once, we divide the role into specialized lending and growth tracks. Backed by KPI and incentive reforms, we align employee rewards directly with customer graduation rather than raw loan disbursement volumes.